Okay, here we have to find out select correct statement. After reading the question also still people are getting doubt it is more than one correct or single correct. Okay. How to identify without knowing any subject knowledge. The select correct statement. If it is more than one correct, it will be like this. Is this understood? So more solute is absorbed in a charcoal when solution is diluted. Very simple. How it is possible? Actually, charcoal is absorbing only solute. So once diluted means solute is decreased or solvent is increased. That time there is no chance. Okay. All colloidal solution shows Tyndall effect. It is not. The main drawback is not all. Okay. Only certain wavelengths. Actually, light got wavelength and the radius of the colloidal particle. That should be sufficient enough to divert it. Okay. So if this wavelength is high and molecular size is not up to the mark, then this may not take place. The main problem with the sentence is all are not possible. 90% is okay, 95% also okay, but not all. That's why this is not correct statement. Okay. Dialysis may be used. See, the main problem is maybe. He is not saying every time. Understood? So, when this type of theory questions are coming, chemistry is confusing. But the speciality of these words may be all, uh, which are mostly, like these words are very important, significantly. Okay? So, maybe actually on repeated dialysis, it will coagulate. It is the NCRT sentence. So NCRT, every line by line you should undergo, you should read, okay, and underline these type of special points after going through the classes. Understood? So repeated dialysis may cause the coagulation. So that's why it is coagulate. This is correct statement. Okay. Let it be lyophilic or lyophobic. If you add sufficient quantity of the electrolyte, definitely it is going to precipitate. Here it is said, but not lyophilic. So that's why this is wrong. Understood? So this is about the first question. Now we will improve on to the more than one correct this type of questions. Okay. So let's start with the next question. Okay, next question is Na2O2 plus H2O. Generally, after looking at this, people will start answering greater than temperature greater than 25 degrees Celsius and NaOH gives plus A. And about the A, it is not, you should identify product A and it's, you should know the properties of A also. Okay. So first option is it is non-planar, second option paramagnetic, third non-polar. See, both appear to be very same but different. Non-polar, non-planar. Okay. And D option is both B and C. So you have to read the question right from the beginning to the last. Okay. If you lose your patience, then you will lose your marks. What is the product here? A is O2 or not. Okay. And it is paramagnetic and it is non-polar. So both are correct. Therefore, what will be the answer? Both B and C. That's why what is the correct option? Option is D. Okay. Option is what? D is the correct option. Note down. Slowly, we are warming up to the advanced question. Those two questions are deliberately given to give you boost to your confidence. Okay. Now let's see, you will be able to do this multi-concept single chapter question. A 500 ml of solution which is zero point 0.1 molarity in each, zero point 0.1 molarity of A2 plus, zero point 0.1 molarity of B2 plus. To this solution, 500 ml of buffer is added and buffer pH is equal to 9. Then what will be the concentration ratio of A plus 2 ratio B plus 2 finally? And both KSP values are given. See here with the KSP values, we can identify this is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 18 and this is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 10. So this addition, this will be completely soluble. Okay. So concentration of B2 plus, I am writing it here, concentration of B2 plus is equal to how much? See, 0.1 molarity was initially, but 500 and 500 both are added. Therefore, concentration after adding will become, who will tell the answer? 0.1 molarity, 500 ml was there. After that, 500 ml is added. Then the concentration will become 0.1 by 2. Is it clear? Or 0.05. Very good. Okay. Now this is about the B2 plus. Why it is not going to have? Because this is dominating with respect to this. So this will be completely soluble and this will be sparingly soluble in comparison to both of them. Now how much of it is soluble? How you will come to know? By using the KSP. By using what? KSP. Up to here is it clear? Concentration of B2 plus. Okay. Now I am telling you about the concentration of A plus. We want ratio. Okay. So concentrate for that KSP is a KSP of AOH whole twice is equal to concentration of A2 plus into concentration of OH minus whole square. Okay. So this will be concentration of A2 plus we don't have, and here it is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 18 and concentration of A2 plus we want. Now who will tell the concentration of OH minus? Who will tell the concentration of OH minus? From where you will get concentration of OH minus? Very good. pH is given how much? 9. So OH minus will be 10 to the power of, come on, good. If pH is equal to 9, concentration of OH minus will be 10 to the power of minus 5, okay, whole square. So you will get this concentration from here, okay. Now this will be how much? Simply I will write it here, A2 plus is equal to 4 into 10 to the power of, this will be minus 10, I think it will be minus 8, okay. So divided by concentration of B2 plus is equal to, you will get 0.1 means 10 to the power of minus 1 by 2. So this will be 8 into 10 to the power of minus 7. That is C option is correct. Is that clear? Note down. Okay, normally Latimer diagram is in syllabus, but see here. It is now combined with Hess's law. Understood? BrO3 minus to BrO minus reduction potential is even. BrO minus to BR2 is 0.45 and half BR2 to the Br minus is 1.07. BrO3 minus to Br minus is 0.61. Answer to this question is B option. Use Latimer diagram with Hess law. Understood? Let us take this as a delta G. So this will be delta G1, this will be delta G2, this will be delta G3. Is that clear? So delta G is equal to delta G1 plus delta G2 plus delta G3. Main problem students are facing is in N value. Okay. So in BrO3 minus, what is the N value? Plus 5, plus 1, 0, and here it is minus 1. Okay. Now here delta G will be minus, N value will be plus 5 to minus 1. This is 6. People are taking it as 4. Okay. 5 minus of minus 1 will be 6. F will be cancelled, okay, and E is how much? 0.61 is equal to, like that. If you simplify delta G1, you can write or not. So after substituting all these values, N value will be how much? 4 here, then it will be 1 here, and it will be 1 here again. So substitute like that, you will get a correct answer of 0.535. Okay. Very difficult, very cunning question. Which of the following reagent can convert? Which of the following reagent can convert Mn plus 2 to Mn plus 4? Okay. So let's see who will answer this fastest. Still people are getting doubt it is single correct or more than one correct. What is here? Reagents. So it can be more than one correct. Okay, reagent, then only one correct. Reagents, more than one correct. So here this conversion, actually Mn7 plus means it can be KMnO4. MnO4 negative conversion. Okay. So the answer will be A, B, and C. Okay. These are the three methods in which manganese from plus 2 can be converted into permanganate ion, MnO4 minus. Is that clear? Note down. Here again one of the multi-correct option question from electrochemistry. Very carefully you have to read. Okay. So first zinc oblique zinc 2 positive, 0.1 molarity. Okay. And copper 2 plus is 0.9 molarity copper. This is used to electrolytic refining of silver. Okay. So this is a source, and silver. Once you are doing the electrolytic refining, then anode we are taking as a impure silver, and cathode we will take some quantity of the pure silver. Then after electrolysis, when E cell it decreases to E naught cell for this one, okay, then what is the amount of silver collected? Silver, one place it will be decreased, another place it will be increasing. Okay. So but because one part it is impure, another part it is pure. So in that way you have to identify out of the four options, all four may be correct or one may be correct. Okay. Let's see who will solve it fast and correct. It is a wonderful question. See here. The main sentence you should remember is E cell should be E naught cell. E cell should be E naught cell means both concentration must be same. Then it will be log 1. Log 1 will be 0. Is this understood? So this concentration should increase to 0.5. This concentration should decrease to 0.5. Then both will be concentration will be same. Is that clear to all of you? Okay. So that means there should be change in concentration. Change point here. How much it is? 4.4 into 2. 0.8 Faraday electricity must be produced. How much? 0.5. Sorry, 0.8 Faraday. How much it is required? Is it understood? Why it is 0.5? Is it understood? Okay. Okay. Now 0.8 Faraday. What if you are giving? Then what will happen? That I am explaining. So I am eliminating this. Okay. Now listen very carefully. During electro refining, there will be everywhere there will be silver only. Electrolyte also silver, silver some halogen or silver some anion. Okay, and this is impure. This is pure. Okay, this is pure. Somewhat we should take or not. Then what happens? This will come here and it will go here. Okay. So for this reaction, Ag plus 1 electron gives Ag. That means 1 Faraday if I give, I will collect 108 gram. But how much I am giving? 0.8 Faraday. This is made up of that copper and zinc cell. Okay. So 0.8 Faraday gives how much? So 0.8 into 108. Okay. So you will get, I think, 86.4. I am not sure. And if it is option, it is given, definitely it will be 86.4. Okay. Then see this will be decreasing, this will be increasing. But problem is that this decrease is exactly this much. But here already some amount is there. Therefore, the loss in anodic mass of electrolytic cell is greater than 86.4. Okay, because the electricity will be flowing here and some will be collected here, some will be given that side. Okay, so answers will be increase in will be 86.4 increase. Okay, increase is if it is net term value, this will also be more than 86.4. Only he is asking increase in mass of Ag is equal to 86.4. Okay, and we cannot say exactly 86.4 here. The main problem is exactly. Okay, so answer here will be loss in anodic mass of electrolytic cell will be greater than 86.5. So A and C are correct. What are correct? A and C are correct. Is it clear? Note down. A and C. Main problem is that zero point 0.8 Faraday, if you are able to get how it is and why it is, then further it is easy. This question is from qualitative analysis. Actually, it is from all inorganic together. Okay. Blue precipitate. That's why every time I say, whenever there is a color, there is a smell, then definitely you should underline them and write all colors, all awkward things like rotten egg smell. Okay. Rotten fish smell, like that. If anywhere it comes, then definitely you should remember them. Okay. Answer to this question: blue precipitate is formed when copper sulfate treated with excess amount of NaOH and ferric chloride treated with potassium ferrocyanide. Potassium ferro. See here, small difference. Okay. Ferro and ferri. Okay. So only B and C are correct. Okay, 10 mole of real gas X150 undergoes following expansion. Okay, here the PV diagram is given, volume is in meter cube, and initially it was at 0.2, after expansion it is 1.2. Okay, and initially pressure was 0.2, sorry, 2 atm. After that, sorry, initially is 10 bar, and after that it is 2 bar. Okay. So internal energy formula is U is equal to 0.225 PV minus 0.75. You have to find out Q for this process. It is expansion, real gas. Okay. Okay, see here, work done is very simple, minus 6 bar meter cube. Okay. So here meter cube is there. This you have to be very careful. Then it will be 600 kilojoules. What will be the answer? Minus 600 kilojoules. Then delta you already given 0.225. P2V2 minus P1V1. Okay. So because both are changing here. Now 0.225 into P2V2 minus P1V1 if you are doing, how much will get? 40. Okay. So the on multiplication you will get 9 kilojoule. This will be actually per mole. Per how many? Per mole. Okay. Now Q is equal to delta U is per mole 9 and 10 moles are there into 10. Okay. Minus of minus, this will be plus. So 600 plus 90, answer will be 690 kilojoules. For this process, what is the answer? 690 kilojoules. Note down this very important question. Okay, next is a solution of zero point 0.1 molarity acetic acid placed between parallel electrodes of cross-sectional area 4 centimeter square separated by 2 centimeter. For this solution, resistance was 100 ohm. Find elevation in boiling point. See, question is from what? Solution chapter. Okay. And but information is from electrochemistry. Further, if you see KB of basic, okay. So what is the ionic equilibrium of class 11? So three chapters, okay, are combined together. So elevation, sorry, kb is ebullioscopic constant. It can be of not kb is acetic acid base, okay. kb of acetic acid is 0.5 and H plus is given. You will use Corlash law. So from Corlash law, you will find out infinite. And from this resistance and area, area with the area and length, you will find cell constant. With that conductance, conductance with conductivity. Like that, you have to find out elevation in delta TB. You have to find out. Okay. So try it and send it to me whether you are able to do it or not. Let's see in the next lecture. Okay.